So now let's talk about, it's been 4 years
Yeah.
of you and Pamboletu. And what would you say has been an instant that really affirmed that what you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing and you're working the correct path? Just something that, you know, gave you, you know what, this is what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm happy.
Yeah. You know, there are instances that, especially, let me start from the client's perspective.
Yeah.
You know, when you get some good feedback from a customer and you know it's really genuine, it just tells you, hey, girl, wake up, hit the road,
Yes.
keep going. You know, like there's a time I woke up to a very lovely message from one of my customers. They just bought a bag, you know, the big tote for a road trip. And after a few days, usually I take maybe around, 2 weeks, about just, to let someone just
Experience the product
it, and then
first.
later on, I just, ask, how is it going? Do you having any challenges? What do you think? But before I could do that, so I got that message, and she was like, I really love your product. I really like the authenticity about your product. And actually the stories that you tell on social media, it's someone who just bought a bag from Instagram.
Yeah.
They told me, continue doing what you're doing. We love the product. It's beautiful. You know, those are kind of things that make you feel, okay, if I was thinking about giving up,
Yeah.
I have
This
to
is
pick
not
up
it.
myself and keep going.
True.
And again, to the community, when I interact with them, and because I train them even on costing, because those are the gaps that I saw.
Yes, costing.
Yeah, costing, their labor and everything. I sit down with them, and right now they have a template they use to be able to calculate their labor. And I remember one day they told me, you know what, Lillian, what you've done to us, you've really helped us, because now we feel confident in giving quotes. We now feel like we're not being underpaid by other people. So that,
and sometimes that's usually the problem. You don't know how to price what you're selling, and when you get the money, you feel like,
yeah. So those kind of stories that come back to me, and I go like, okay, fine. Okay, I have to keep going then. If that's all I can do for them, okay, fine. Let me keep going with this. Yeah.
Awesome. I am so mesmerized by everything she's saying and the impact actually that you've had in the community. You really cannot compare. Even if it started as just a business, the impact on all the lives that are working with you is something we should just applaud you for, and thank you for doing what you do. And since I'm also a party pooper, I need to ask you about the challenges. What challenges do you experience, especially as a brand or a business in Kenya, and working with everyone around you? In the 4 years that you've been in business, what would you say are the challenges you've experienced?
Yeah, so it's been 4 years. We've had tons of challenges.
Yeah.
Things like production, especially because you want to maintain quality, and also at the point of scaling, because when you're working on handmade products, you have to be very careful. Everything is beautiful. But when it comes now to quality, you have to really focus to make sure that all the time the quality is met. So we had challenges in terms of putting systems that will support that. Yeah. But as right now, I can report that we are at a very good point where now we are not afraid to scale the business. Yeah. Things like, of course, funding, because when I began Pamboletu, it's really right at the luxury level. So with that, it comes with things like raw materials. Everything is everything is up, you know, it costs more to buy raw materials, you know, to buy leather, to buy canvas, to, you know, even working with the artisans, everything just demands a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like just taking a kitenge fabric from a shop and then just making a bag.
Yeah.
This one is really a whole long process to achieving a beautiful product. So I have faced challenges in financially, basically, and right now we're in a better position, but yet we are right now just looking for an angel investor who can just come and just like what we do. I mean, look at the figures that we have made so far, and just, you know, inject money
into the business
to scale. We are at that place where now we want to hit the highway.
Awesome.